Meanwhile.
What? I'm just trying to figure out how you turned out this way. What do you mean? Every piece of information that I learn about your dramatic past makes me even more confused how you turned out so normal. You spent 12 years of your life at Camp Jupiter, handpicked by a goddess, raised by wolves, weird friends. Have you ever just, been to school? I did school. We had classes on, Roman civilization, monsters, combat. Did you know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell? Is that a Greek god, or what? Mitochondria? They're the god of the cell? Oh my god. Wait, so you've never had to dissect a frog or do a book report or oh wait, hold on. Have you had a normal history class? Do you know what the Declaration of Independence is? That's a real thing? I thought that was just from that movie. National Treasure? Yeah. Wait, did someone actually find the treasure? What? I want to know. Hold on. What do you mean by odd friends? What do you have against Piper and Leo? I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about your Roman friends, the ones that I met when I was amnesiaed. I'm talking about Raina, Bobby, Dakota, Gwen. That's your old friend group, right? They're not that weird. No, I'm weird. My friends are weird. They're on a whole nother level. For example, Dakota. What 16-year-old carries around a hip flask? It's Kool-Aid. Still, he is on 110% at all times. He switched sides during the battle 3 times. I did have to knock him out. And Bobby is terrifying. He's huge, and then he's on top of an elephant half the time. He takes very good care of Hannibal. And Gwen is so incredibly unflappable, she got ran through with a spear. Turned into a Roman shish kebab, died, came back, and was like, what are you guys looking at? Oh, I missed that entirely. And don't even get me started on Raina. She has a lot to handle. I don't even know if she likes me or not. I don't think she does. But all of that together just makes me so confused as to how you turned out this blonde Superman type. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like I was set up for success. Well, actually, speaking of Piper and Leo, didn't Hera mess with their memories and personality a little? Yeah, they still haven't gotten those memories back. You don't think she might have messed with you a little bit to make you this perfect hero type? Frank, yes. I have a question, and I feel like you're the least likely to make fun of me. Percy's still laughing at me, which if he's laughing at me, that means that Piper and Leo are probably also going to laugh at me. And Hazel and Nico aren't really from this time period, and Annabeth is scary. Actually, she's really good to ask questions. When I couldn't get out of the finger trap thing, I asked her about it. The only problem is the answer that she's gonna give you is gonna be really unnecessarily complicated. I forgot about that. Sorry. I'm not answering your question. Oh, no, wait. What? Okay, so I just learned that the Declaration of Independence is a real thing, and not just from that Nick Cage movie, but it does not, in fact, have a treasure map on the back of it, correct? Uh-huh. Okay, so apparently, because I didn't go to proper school, I mean, you know how Camp Jupiter is, I missed out on U.S. history class, Percy said. So, if it's not a treasure map, what is the Declaration of Independence? Jason, I'm Canadian. I mean, the name is pretty self-explanatory, but you're gonna have to ask someone else. Or just Google it. Google? I know you know what the internet is. Yes, the internet is very dangerous for demigods because it sends up signals, and monsters can track you. Yeah, well, the internet's kind of not safe for anybody. Why? Similar reason, actually. Well, then why do people use it? Memes? Do not ask me what a meme is. How about a book? Welcome to the official Argo II meeting for bringing Jason into the 21st century. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Jason, this is a safe space. It is definitely not. Frank and I are the most updated on pop culture and current events, so we are here to educate you. What about Piper? She saw a thirst trap edit of her father and immediately deleted all of her social media like a couple years before we met her. Her father? Yeah, he's a very famous actor. You ever seen King of Sparta? Sexy. Wait, you've seen it? Yeah, we watched a bunch of action movies at camp. Right. You're a Nick Cage fan. Alright, John Egbert. Ow, what the? You're not talking about Homestuck. What other action movies do you like? Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean. Raina did not like that one. There you go. He's a visual learner. So we'll use some, historically accurate documentaries, maybe some Bill Nye. Yeah, we could definitely get you up to speed. I'd watch Bill Nye just for fun. There you go. See, Jason, we got this. Okay. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Also, while we're here, I gotta ask you about the wolf thing. The what? This is a safe space. Okay, Jason, I thought this was just a rumor, but you were raised by wolves? Technically, yes. Wait, who was talking about me? Octavian. Exactly. That's why I thought it was just a rumor. Octavian's literally a murderer, so I was like, let me take his words with a grain of salt. Who did he murder? Gwen. You don't know her. And she survived. That was him? Yeah, and he got away with it too. How do you survive being murdered? But you saw him do it. I didn't see him do it, but the context clues were there. Oh, yeah. So the wolf thing. I'm gonna need like a timeline or... Okay, so my mom gave me up to the wolves when I was 2. 2? And Lupa started training me to become a hero and not show weakness or else I would be killed. When you were 2? Well, until I was like 3 or 4. It took a while to learn. Still! At that age, you're supposed to be learning how to tie your shoes, not sword fighting. I didn't wear shoes. Once I grew out of the ones that I had, it was like, what's Lupa gonna do, buy new ones? I started wearing them when I went to camp though, because I dropped a sword on my foot and I was like, oh, that's why people wear these. Toddlers grow so fast. Yeah, so just like full Jungle Book when you got to camp. I love that movie. Of course you do. So, when did you get to camp? Well, I spent 12 years in the Legion, so when I was like 4? They put you in the Legion when you were 4 years old? Like, branded you and everything? Yep. So just a feral 4-year-old and a bunch of teenagers? Pretty much. And they thought that was okay. They did set me up with like a guidance counselor, and he was fine, I guess. He just had so many rules. Like, oh my god. Jason, don't stare at people like that. It makes them uncomfortable. Jason, you have to learn how to read if you want to go on a quest. Jason, don't growl at people. They don't like it. Jason, smiling is not a sign of weakness. Oh, that just got sad. You used to growl at people? I don't do that anymore. Oh my god, you were a wolf kid. You know, like the ones that used to growl at you in middle school? The furries? Jason's a furry! What does that mean? Actually, I don't think that's the right term. What do you know about being a furry? I had to do some research with the whole, if I can turn into animals, does that make me a furry? You know, like, apparently it's just a personal choice. Oh, I'm gonna regret telling you that, aren't I? Absolutely! Is no one gonna explain? Did someone just yell, Jason is a furry? Actually, I just changed my mind. I don't want you to explain anything else because I know what this means, so I think I'm good. I don't think I need you to explain anything else to me. Do you want some popcorn, Percy? Alright, who taught him the middle finger? I think that knowledge comes free with your camp t-shirt and emotional damage. Do you think we made him mad? No, I've seen him mad. That wasn't it. Okay, because I'm not particularly interested in being struck by lightning. What are you guys doing? As the resident normal people, we're getting him caught up on current events and pop culture. Oh, yeah, he needs it. How long has it been since you interacted with modern media? I haven't had any social media or traceable technology since I was 12. Most of my knowledge is secondhand from like public school, hybrid campers, Mostly just Rachel showing me vines. Who's Rachel? Oracle from Camp Half-Blood. She's actually mortal, but she can see through the mist. They had a thing. We did not have a thing. She had a crush on me, apparently, but I was still very deep in the trenches of trying to figure out how I felt about Annabeth. How long have you two been together? 2 months before I disappeared? That's it? Moving a little fast for 2 months. Oh my god. You got grounded! We did not hook up in the stables. I don't blame her. She's got to stake her claim. He's hot stuff at Camp Half-Blood. What? Apparently it's a running gag in the Aphrodite cabin. It's like a rite of passage to have a crush on Percy Jackson. You're joking. Piper told me. Actually, that's not that surprising. It's like, I want to hate him, but I just can't, you know? Raina kind of hates him. Does she? What? So if I told you that Jason was like that vine on all levels except physical, I am a wolf, you would kind of know what I was talking about? Yeah, I've seen that one. What about Annabeth? How updated is she? She's kind of hot or cold on these things. She either knows everything about it or nothing at all. She was out of school for like 5 years because she was legally missing. Similar to Jason. She reconnected with her dad after our first quest, and he's a history professor, so she was not about to get away with being 5 years behind. Lot of makeup work that year. Ooh. Yeah, she's kind of dangerous with technology too. She's the only demigod I've ever met that has a burner phone and a jailbroken laptop. I've seen it. I asked her a question and she just looked it up like it was that easy. On this ship? Yeah, like it was so normal. But I know that's contraband technically, and like Hedge would freak out. But like, I've gotten so used to scrolls and prophecies and just, why can't we just look it up? That would be so nice. 'Cause monsters. 'Cause monsters. Does Camp Half-Blood do school? No, it's technically a summer camp, so most people leave during the school year and try to live as normally as possible. There's only a handful of year-round campers, and that's just kind of a case-by-case thing. You should have seen it in the winter. There was nobody. Yeah, you just kind of come and go as needed. You don't swear in for a certain amount of years like the Legion. That actually sounds really nice. It is, but there's no support past that. You're kind of on your own to survive as an adult. You don't have anything like New Rome? Nope. New Rome was the first time I saw adult demigods with families and stuff. Oh, that's abysmal. Yeah. Do you think Annabeth would show me her laptop if I asked? I am deeply curious about demigod safe technology. Ask her about her Minecraft server and she'll show you everything. I love Minecraft. I had a feeling. Annabeth? Ah, so you finally decided to consult the brains on this ship. How did you? Percy told me. Percy? So you're on a quest for wisdom. Good news. While you people have special powers and shit, I have the power of the internet. So I've heard. What do you want to know? Everything. Starting with US history, I guess? Okay, do you know how to use a search engine? Leo's the mechanic, not me. All right, let's do this then. What's that? Annabeth's laptop. No, I know what it is. What's it doing? Playing a video on YouTube. Like a movie. Yeah, but shorter. These are like 15 minutes. Movies are short like that. Clearly you haven't seen Spartacus. Or Titanic. No, I heard about that. About what? The Titanic sinking. It was like a big tragedy. It happened a good few years before I was born, though. That's a true story? Yeah. Ugh. I'm having a little bit of a crisis, Hazel. I feel kind of stupid. Like I'm just now learning all this history stuff. And you feel like your brain is melting a little bit. That is a very good way to describe it. Been there. Try going from 1940 in New Orleans to modern day LA. Oh no. Yeah, we walked out of the underworld entrance right by the Hollywood sign, and I kind of felt like I was gonna die all over again. Oh no! How did you get caught up? I'm not. I was wondering. I have the finer points. Nico gave me the rundown and then left me in a library for a couple hours while he went to go get me some stuff to blend in. Oh. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure he stole everything that he gave me, but that's none of my business. I like these pants, they're comfortable, and they have pockets. Pockets are very important. Yeah. You get used to it though. No shame in asking stupid questions. Well, as long as you ask the right people. There you go. There is one question that it's been so long that I'm kind of too scared to ask. What? It's a really common camp food, chicken nuggets. Chickens have wings and they have legs. Nuggets? What are they? Oh, what is that noise? Probably Leo. What is he doing? Whatever. Anyways, chicken nuggets. I don't actually know what they're made of. Oh. It just got really quiet. We probably shouldn't even question it at this point. Okay, but Nico eats them all the time and they serve them at camp. Oh, wait a second. The power of the internet. How does he eat those? I've eaten so many in my lifetime. Maybe Piper's onto something being vegetarian. You got any other questions? Maybe. Oh, look at him, he's so cute! He's so fuzzy. Are you guys watching dog videos? Oh, maybe. Wow, I leave you for 2 hours and you've already fallen down a rabbit hole. Sorry, I was just curious. No, you've discovered the true purpose of the internet. Animal videos. Really? No, but it's a huge part of it, so carry on. Hey, Nico. What? Nothing. What you doing? Sitting here. Cool. Thank you. Hazel's watching animal videos with Jason. Yeah, she's really invested. They're in there. I know, they're having fun. Isn't she technically old enough to be his grandmother? Yes, she's actually a year older than me. How old are you? Like 80-something. Physically. I'll be 15 in January. Cool. I just turned 16 a couple weeks ago. Cool. Level with me, Zhang. What do you want? You're an extension of Hazel. I'm trying to be your friend. Why? I don't know, because we're on a flying ship in the middle of nowhere. Why does it matter? You're an extension of Percy. Maybe I don't want to be your friend. What does Percy have to do with anything? We have a long and complicated past. How so? Oh man, he saved my life, and then I saved his life, and then I traded him to Hades, and then he kind of tried to kill me for it, and then he saved my life again, and I know now that he's not technically responsible for my sister's death. Hazel? My other sister. There's a lot in between that, but you get the gist of it. Not really, but I'm guessing that has something to do with why you lied and said you didn't know him when he showed up at camp. Oh yeah, I had known about the Roman camp for a while, and clearly Juno hadn't realized that I was there, or else she wouldn't have tried to pull off this little amnesia plan, so I kept my mouth shut. Oh. Yes, I don't think she'll be particularly thrilled when she finds out that I've infiltrated your little quest of 7. You kind of talk like an old person. What are you guys up to? Oh, look who finally decided they wanted to socialize. You get bored of staring at your laptop? No. Jason's still binging Crash Course. Look, I wasn't born with special abilities like you guys, okay? I have to make up for it somehow, and apparently being a human encyclopedia is how I'm gonna do it. Fancy abilities? Water, lightning, fire, shape-shifting, charm speak, the dead, precious metals, and literal magic. Well, you're... Oh my god. Pure brain power. Lots of experience. Loving the outfit today, by the way. How dare you? It's just truly blinding. It's not my fault the camp t-shirts are orange. Yeah, but you don't have to wear it with teal athletic shorts. It's functional. I think you might actually glow in the dark. Why are the camp shirts bright orange? Well, during a fight, especially if you're new to this or fighting other demigods, it's pretty helpful to know who's on your side at a quick glance. Fun color coding. Yep, it also helps with search and rescue and body recovery. That is less fun. Camp Jupiter's purple, right? Yeah, it's like a royal purple. Ooh, fun fact, orange and purple are almost total opposites on the color wheel. That feels intentional. I've just been struck by a thought. Is that not a normal thing? Or you and Rachel would get along. You're both super artsy and you do magic stuff. Oh, they would. Would she appreciate my horse drawings? Absolutely. She probably has some of her own. I would like to meet this person. Survive this quest and I'll introduce you. Why were we yelling? I thought you guys were watching Crash Course. They were learning about the Transcontinental Railroad and westward expansion and all that, so we're taking a break to watch Spirit. Oh! Hazel is not okay. You showed her a sad horse movie? It's kind of getting me too. Okay, just don't show her The Patriot. Ooh. Yeah. Spirit is animated, so she should be okay, but when we watched The Never-Ending Story, that one took a while to recover from. Oh! Are they in the Grand Canyon? I've been there! Wait! I lost my shoe and then we almost died. Stop talking! Oh my god! That is awesome! I'm gonna do that with Arian! No you are not. Yes I am! Annabeth! Isn't he magic? He probably could. Yes! You're gonna die all over again! I'll take Jason with me, he can fly. Okay. Do not enable this! I love John Green. Like, Crash Course, I'm obsessed. New celeb crush? Maybe. Did you know he's an author too? What do you have against reading? Is it the wolf thing? Is it the ADHD? I don't think it's the ADHD. Leo reads sometimes. I just don't want to. He has no imagination. What do you like to read? I was a big Hunger Games fan. Ooh. Do John Green's books have movies? Some of them. Are they good movies? Well, what do you define as a good adaptation? I would say it doesn't matter what the character looks like. She was blonde in the books. That's not important. But do they embody the character? And is the plot true to the original? Exactly. Does it do the story justice? That makes a good adaptation. Yeah, and appearance does matter when we're talking about representation in films, because we don't want to take steps backward in an already limited pool of roles. That is also true. Yeah, ask Piper about it. She will give you a 20-minute speech on why representation is important. I mean, her dad literally deals with this, on a normal basis. She knows what's up. So, are the movies good? I mean, The Fault in Our Stars was a Tumblr phenomenon. It's pretty good. Do they fight? In a way? Yes! You will cry. No! What about Hank Green? He's pretty cool. He's TikTok famous. What's TikTok? When did you get here? I was hungry. Uh-oh, Percy, we found the expiration date on your media literacy. No, wait! TikTok is that Kesha song. No, it is a social media app similar to Vine. You don't know about the Renegade? That's by the Ex-Ambassadors. No, that's Renegades. It's good you don't know. You would be too powerful. Oh yeah, he could 100% just get away with sitting there and being pretty. Paint his nails, pierce his ears, boom, brand deal. I had my ears pierced, and then they got ripped out while I was fighting a monster, and that was the end of that. Case in point. I don't need any more attention than I already get. Thank you very much. Oh, there he goes. Did he take that whole box of cereal? He did. I just realized you asked Jason if John Green was his celebrity crush? I'm just asking. He hasn't shut up about him. Why are you prying all of a sudden? Frank, I am so bored. No one told me how much of this quest was just gonna be sailing. Why do you think I spend so much time down in the hull? Fixing stuff? No, nothing's broken. I'm just bored. I might actually be with you on that one. All this nonsense is a good distraction from the two gods that are constantly yelling at each other in the back of my skull. That's still happening? Yes. I need to stir up something again. Like Jason not knowing the Declaration of Independence was real. I know now! Oh my god, I almost forgot you were here. Alright, I'm desperate. Who knows how to braid hair? Annabeth does. Nope, she and Hazel are asleep right now. They had the night watch, and I can't do it myself. Why? Did I slam my hand in the stable door and Coach Hedge laughed at me? Or was it an epic monster fight? The world may never know. Okay, I'll do it. Raina taught me. Thank you. It is so hot on this godforsaken ship. I can't promise it'll look nice, though. I can only do it on myself. On yourself? Yeah, I got sideswept by Hannibal during one of the war games because my hair was in my face, and Reyna cornered me and told me that I needed to either cut it or learn how to keep it out of my face. Who's Hannibal? An elephant. So I just put it up or braid it. Wait, how long? I mean, it was past my shoulders at one point. Oh my god. Really? I mean, I got the impression the Romans were pretty clean cut. The ones they promote. But they were definitely not expecting that from the wolf kid. I mean, what are they gonna do? Kick me out and get smited? I mean, Lupa would start eating people. Oh my god, you really were like full Tarzan. Well, I wouldn't say that. I can read and stuff. Ooh, or Thor with the braids. I actually don't mind that comparison. But you don't like Superman? I don't know enough about him. Isn't Thor technically a god? I think so. Wait, he's not real, is he? No, that's Norse mythology, not Greek or Roman. Well, it was shocking enough that the Romans existed. I wouldn't be surprised if any other systems existed as well. I mean, I've heard some rumors. Really? Yeah, some weird stuff has come out of, like, Brooklyn that we haven't been able to trace back to anything, so we kind of just stay out of there. Like how we stay out of Alaska. That's different, and you know it. Are there any photos of you with long hair? I hope not. I started wearing it short when I was, like, 13. Damn. Hey. Sorry, it's an inside joke. With your sister. Can you just braid my hair? He's a satyr, not fawn. What's the difference? Party drugs? Fawns are free spirits. Satyrs tend to be more helpful. Like, if I was gonna go hang out with Grover, maybe we'd have, like, a picnic or something. It'd be pretty chill. But Dawn the Fawn, you might wake up in a field somewhere a couple days later. Oh my god. Grover does, however, smoke weed, so maybe I'm biased. You ever been high? Probably contact high. Or runner's high from fleeing my enemies, if that counts. I don't think it does. I know you haven't. You don't know anything about me. No. Frank? It's legal in Canada. That doesn't answer my question. No. You ever been drunk? Gods, no. Well, Dakota and I were pretty close. And he's a son of Bacchus, so... No. I thought he drank Kool-Aid. Yeah, it was definitely only Kool-Aid. At all times. Oh my god! Yeah. Predators get their own houses, so when Reyna and I got promoted, shenanigans ensued. Reyna participated in this. She's not the stick in the mud you think she is. We used to have a lot of fun. I don't like the way you said that. I had the Poseidon cabin to myself, except when Tyson was around. Who's Tyson? My half-brother. Oh, he's a Cyclops? Oh. What? What's the drinking age in Canada? 18 or 19, depending on where you are? So close, Percy. Not interested. When's your birthday? I'll be 17 in August. Grover's gonna be like 30. Your best friend is 30? Yes. That just raises more questions. And you had the audacity to call my friends weird? I never said mine weren't! Yeah, your brother is a Cyclops, apparently. Are we not gonna talk about that? I mean, there's not much to say. He's just a Cyclops. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. This ship is so boring. It's called Survival. Can we please do something? Let's start a rumor that Jason's never seen a minivan. What? Okay, I appreciate the Vine reference, but no stirring up drama. Jason's trying to enjoy his educational videos. Ugh. You know, Percy cuffs his jeans. What? That's like a thing, right? Potentially. There's your occupation for the day. Go bother Percy. Let Jason be. He's had enough of a crisis this week with the whole modern history catch-up. Yeah, like a full-blown what is normal anymore crisis. I can't bother Percy like I can bother Jason. He might actually push me into the sea. And I won't? No, because we're besties and you would never hurt me. Badly. You're on thin ice, my friend, with the whole Jason is a furry thing. No, why would you bring it back up? He forgot. Change the subject. Change the subject. Oh, you don't like reading books. What about comics? Ooh, I love comics. Maybe, like, Superman and stuff? Oh, so you know Superman? No, I just get compared to him a lot. You do have the glasses now. Any recommendations? Well, if we have internet access now, you could start with webcomics and, well, if you're trying to give him a crisis, have him read Heartstopper. You've read it? A little. I'm not caught up. It's been like a year since I had any technology. They have paper copies, and it's being turned into a Netflix show at some point. When? What year is it? I have no idea. Time doesn't make sense in this universe. You're right. This is a cursed timeline. Have you seen a minivan? Yes. What about a monster truck? I haven't seen a monster truck. I've seen a monster driving a truck. Oh, you don't see that every day. Do you think that has any origins in mythology? I have no idea. Do they battle in Heartstopper? They battle bullies, emotions, gay thoughts. That's an everyday for Jason. I hate this ship.